And away we go. Oh no.
Oh yeah!
Oh no.
Welcome to the Torque Corporation's Hunger for
Hello.
Violence Extravaganza! Tonight, we're gonna watch the Vault Hunter take on the
Sundial.
Ravenous Wattle Gobbler!
Yeah.
Haven't found anything good? My weapon machines will fix that for you. Let's just get this out of the way. Yes,
Should be interesting.
from the hand.
Gluttony goals. Let's see if there's a cutscene or anything. There's the skin. A win at the end.
But first, I'm interviewing the only Torque contestant to survive a showdown with the Gobbler! Question time! How are you? Oh, looks like we're out of time! We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor!
Whoopsie. Alright, here we go. Let's talk to Torg.
Hey! Get over here so I can whisper some things to you in secret! Real tough. The Gobbler fight is rigged. The Torg Board of Directors made the Gobbler unbeatable, so it eat all the contestants and get us a bunch of hits on the EchoNet. But I don't want you to die, cause you're cool, and oh crap, I'm not whispering anymore, my bad! You gotta get into the kitchen, kill everybody, and poison the Gobbler's food. Once the poison takes effect, you can kill him. Also, I want him dead so I can eat him! He looks delicious!
He's special, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's Mr. Torg, he's fucking awesome.
Fry cook.
We're back! The Vault Hunter's in the kitchen, but today there's a new
Keep
item on the
forgetting.
menu.
This Borderlands is not.
Vault Hunter, kill the
Look at Kim.
chefs!
Oh shit.
Friendly fire!
What's the key? E to revive?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying X and it wasn't working.
I've got one question. Explosions?
I got this one right here.
I embrace the
Chef Gouda Ramsay.
John Smith here, president of the Torque Corporation. You do well to ignore Torque's instructions if you wish to stay alive.
With the chefs dead, we can prepare our own meal for the Gobbler! Get to the freezer!
Interesting. Call sign is already ranked 10.
Wow.
Damn, that door's
I
locked!
wonder how.
Let me activate my remote lock-picking program! Lock-pick!
My mommy is going to be so Let's keep killing, sweetheart.
We do not allow contestants in the meat locker. Leave at once.
We gotta choose some meat for the Gobbler's meal. Turn on the tastiest looking scat corpses. This is totally gonna get me fired, and I don't care.
Insane. Where are these other two? Oh, there's one. ha ha ha! Holy shit. Rank 11 for call sign. 35 for sundial. Nice. Nothing like leveling, huh?
Nothing like dying.
Come on, Zetas.
You almost feel bad for them, then you start laughing because you were technically acting in self-defense, so screw them!
I didn't know you cared.
Violence doesn't solve anything except all the things it does!
Violence doesn't solve anything except for all the things it does. Nice.
Burn it dry! Now to grind up the meat! Get to the kitchen!
We're in the kitchen, aren't we?
Torg, as
We're in
president,
the free.
I demand to know
Oh,
why the
shit.
hell the Vault Hunter is running around backstage.
Alright, call sign. Got you.
Your job is not to mix things up. Your job is to flex your muscles and do air guitar solos. Words to
Oh, a critical for 5 damage. Amazing.
Uh-huh. Heading back to the kitchen. It's upstairs.
Let's get a grinding! Grinder!
Ha! Bloody mess.
We're nearly done preparing the gobbler's meal. With the meat prepared, we only need one more ingredient. Deadly poison! Head to the stabber jabber nests.
The what?
Who knows?
I ran out of explosives, so I'm actually going to open this door remotely without blowing it up. Psych!
Lol.
You know you're following an idiot, yes? Torg created his explosive gun tech, then sold it to us for $12 and a high five. We kept him on purely for PR reasons. But you both outlived your usefulness. Tribute, kill.
Uh-oh.
Sentry gun prime!
Bigger mag, better pay! It's beginning to bleed. He's on fire! Open your sour veins for me. When closes a door, I blow it the f up.
Oh man.
Sure to get a slag weapon on the way.
Slag weapon. I got that.
Jabber nest to wake 'em up. All right, now slag to jabber. Before the slag wears off.
Don't stop shooting!
Where are these things? Shit!
Only a single slag jabber clip will be enough to kill a monster the size of a planet. So get a few more.
Nearly done. I can almost take. Woo! You got all the glands. Now pop them into the gobbler's dinner, and you'll be ready to fight them. Why do you insist on being a moron, Torg? This is why you lost a controlling share of your own company. I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Stop that dirt!
Running back.
I see red!
Now add the poison glands to the marination vat.
I gotta go upstairs again? No? Ah.
Hit that button to marinate the out of that meal.
Hit the button to marinate the what out of the meal. Let's see. Mmm.
The meal's almost ready. Let's get cooking. Start the conveyor of cookery.
Conveyor of cookery. Can I go with it?
That's it. You've gone off script one too many times, Torg.
Mm.
Today's meal is canceled. Chefs, shut down that oven. We can't stop now. Protect the oven. I swear by my abdominal muscles, I will eat the ravenous Wattle Gobbler.
Grenades for the grenade guy.
Don't let the chefs near the oven, or they'll switch it off. Don't let the chefs near the oven, or they'll switch it off.
You can't make them paint straight from down there.
Why not just head home, Vault Hunter?
No! Don't do it! You can't control me!
The oven's off. Why not just head home, Vault Hunter?
Why can't I fucking revive?
Ah, good. The oven's off. Why not just head home, Vault Hunter?
This one's mine!
Say hello,
Burst them!
Shit!
What are you doing to me? Immortal!
Food's done.
The colors!
My
Get
taste
the
buds are
colors!
aflame with the power of 1,000 nuclear bombs! My mouth is watering so much you could drown a small village in my cheeks! The taste apocalypse is upon us!
Taste apocalypse. All players must be present. Okay. Yeah, I'm upstairs.
If you kill that gobbler, Torg, it'll be your last meal. The board of directors and I can guarantee that.
Yeah, check your weapons and stuff, right?
You can always trust the gun at your side. Now get to killing. Always happy to do business with you, Vault Hunter.
Pick a 2.
I'm going to 2.
Come on, Sundial. Lay on you.
He's trying out the gobbler's food right now. Gotta pick a different tube.
I'm trying to see where you guys are. I think I got it.
Upstairs. Find an empty tube. There we go.
You know why
I'm scared.
We made the Gobbler invincible, Torg? So you could kill him. After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you could eat one? You are the dumbest person in the world.
I'm stuck. I can't move from the elevator.
I paid several other contestants to kill you if the Gobbler can't, Vault Hunter. You and Torg will pay for your idiocy. Here comes the Ravenous Wattle Gobbler!
What the f?
Replace this creature's normal food with
What the
poison!
fucking
Let's
what?
see if he
Turkey?
notices!
Yeah.
Took the bait! Now just don't die until the poison takes effect! Wattle Gobbler!
Let's choose a different weapon.
Your family is dead.
Check it.
Why doesn't he not want it on? There we go.
Funny business, Bates.
Dead bird.
The poison's working! It's working! The Gobbler is killable! Let the taste apocalypse begin!
Taste apocalypse, huh? Call sign and Sundial. Find some stuff you guys like.
This is your last chance, Torg. Call this off, or you're out of the company. Whatever, I'll just work for Moxie and blow things up. Pro boner!
You know you guys missing loot chest, right?
I am delicious. On the grandma's story.
Pretty big fan of yours. Did you go say hi to her?
Go say hi to grandma.
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever fought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles. How silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I called him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time at a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents and... Oh man, I've forgotten what I was talking about. forgot. Where was? Oh, right! The blowhole, the apocalypse! So anyway, I was wrestling blowhole to the ground, and I had my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torg helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, grandson.
I love you, Grandma!
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids, and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean!
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Torg drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today! Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl.
Oh my God, Grandma.
Mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rackhive disappear. A whole rackhive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, High? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma!
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere around here. This probably in the end. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days.
Grandma, shut up!
Little keepsakes up there. Are you? You're paying
Hurt the one you love!
right?
Do it!
Hey, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Oh, so you are listening. How wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet rack, Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you could tame them, they are the sweetest pet you ever had. He used to just sit on my shoulder and bite chunks of flesh out of my neck to pass the time. I still remember the way he
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Can we blow her up?
It was so cute. I had a conversation with him once. I said, Mr. Beasto. He likes me, Mr. Beasto. I feel like an aristocrat. I said, Mr. Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you. That's so nice. Or he tweeted in a way to make me know that's how he felt. And then he lowered his little head like he was taking a bow. It was adorable. Beasto was my third pet rack. First I had Woody. He got hit by a train. Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the window outside our house. After Mr. Torg and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off the nearby tower tree. Got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some skag steaks until he decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age. Rats don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasured the time we had together. Poor Mr. Torg. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Being in touch with your emotions is not a character flaw!
That's right, High Five. Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr. Torg High Five before. The world may know him as Mr. Torg, but the Flexingtons
Really?
always refer to him
Call
as
that?
Mr.
Really?
Torg. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all.
That's
Use
how
your
I feel.
grandfather or grandmother's name as your own middle name. And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr. Torg could have asked for before he passed. He taught Mr. Torg dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torg Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun
Does she
that
shut up?
make after his parents died. A
Why, you
Jacobs
think I
shotgun
killed
with a
myself?
stick of dynamite attached to the barrel.
I might have to do it
Torg
again.
blew his face off, but he got up, dusted his mustache off, and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did. It took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives right. But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks, though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? It's so kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please don't feel like you have to stick around any longer. As a matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman some company.
Not the most exciting job I've been on.
That is good.
Thanks for the dollar, Grandma.
More attractive than Mr. Torque said you were.
There's a second story.
I've got another story for you, but I'd like to tell it to all of your friends at once. An old lady like me has to save her voice, you know. Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet of you.
Oh God, no!
You'll never guess who I saw.
Damn it.
Captain Scarlet. She was robbing my retirement home with a few other brigands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh, hey, you fought the
Wake me
Bull
up
Hunter,
when
didn't
she's
you?"
done.
Oh no, you're leaving? I won't take up any more of your time then.
Oh!
You have
Way to go,
some
jackass.
time. I've got another story for
You have to
but
stay
I'd like
here.
tell it to all of your friends at once.
Are you
An
kidding
old lady
me?
like me has to save her voice, you know. Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet of you. Say, you'll never guess who I saw today.
Can't blow yourself up and leave.
She was robbing my retirement home with a few other brigands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh, hey, you fought the Bolt Hunter, didn't you?" And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, "Indeed, I did, madam," and said that you were really good at fighting, and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know? I mean, of course, you probably are. Gorgeous hunk of a Vault Hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up. Mr. Torg was so scared of trying to get a date for such a long time. He used to go to parties in high school and just stand in the back without talking to anybody.
I am an introvert!
I tried to tell him, don't worry about chasing love. If you chase your dreams, then love will follow. See, that's the thing people don't get. You watch Echo films and they're just awful. They teach you that the only way to be with someone is just to pursue them over and over until they decide they like you. In reality, you know when you like someone almost immediately. You can't really convince somebody to fall in love with you. You just look like a stalker. But if you do things that you're interested in, like making guns that explode or killing mercenaries, then people will see that confidence and skill you have and they'll be attracted to it. But there's always a fine line between that kind of confidence and narcissism, you know? There's nothing worse than something.
Oh my God, Grandma.
I remember when Mr. Torg first sold his weapons tech to that board of directors.
Does
he was
anyone
pretty
grandma
eccentric for a while,
talk this
taking
long?
pictures of himself and
We have
posting them to the
conversations with them.
internet all the time, trying to hog
Let's not get into the whole grandma
celebrity
thing.
that used his weapons. He came back home one day with a supermodel under each
guess
arm,
that's
and
yes.
I said, "Mr. Torg, what are you doing?
Wow.
You've lost sight of who you are. It's been weeks since you actually created a new gun," I said. And it was true. He'd been more obsessed with being well known for doing something great than with
Who
actually
wrote
doing
this
something
person's
great.
script?
It was a dark point in my life.
Thankfully, High Five listened to me and
Oh my
got to work
God,
on
she
what
doesn't
eventually
shut up.
become the Kerblaster. You a fan of the Kerblaster? That was always my favorite. That and the Flacker, which I know a lot of people hate. But there's more to combat than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style counts for something. And there's nothing quite like filling the air with tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show, except the deaths aren't as sad and unexpected. Actually, that reminds me, now that you're here, I wanted to throw some ideas at you for feedback. I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter who tries to find love in a gladiatorial arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback could really be valuable. So the play is called Broken Hearts and Broken Necks. Scene 1.
Uh-oh.
Fade in on an arena, just after a battle. Body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage, a spotlight illuminating her blood-stained armor. She stands, holding her sword triumphantly aloft. Valkyrie. Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial game!
I see where this is going.
From stage left, enter Nolan, a janitor with a heavy heart and an even heavier conscience. He he begins sweeping the body parts into a bin, which is colored green, and remember that because that's small color, until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his bush broom to the floor and falls to his knees before delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. The blood cannot be washed away. Not before and not now. Even as I attempt to escape the past, which haunts me still. Must I live forever as a fraud, sweeping up the trash of others to hide my shame and avoid my pursuers? Must I forever remain on the periphery of joyful combat, ever watchful but never participating? With a clatter of honor, Valkyrie re-enters the stage. Good morrow, lowly janitor. I heard a noise and thought it worth investigating. No doubt. Oh, great Valkyrie, 'twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that wail in agony as they fly upward to Valhalla. Fools! What have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun, for it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one. No doubt, if only I were able to tell her my true identity, I would give her a fight she would not soon forget. Back to Valkyrie. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you one day find challenge in combat. Stupid, Nodon picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no hand. Valkyrie. What is this? Stage left. Valkyrie. What strength this janitor possessed? Who is he to pick up a bastard sword with 2 fingers? What hidden power does he hold? What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his past, in the hope that our swords may cross in battle! Scene 2. The interior of the governor's house. The table is set with myriad teas and biscuits. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you for the feedback on the first scene. Did you like it? Oh, wonderful. I'll continue then. Scene 2. The governess enters from stage left. Governess. I refuse to respond to these absurd accusations. Her husband looks at her quizzically. Governor. And what accusations may
I'll
those
say
be?
no.
Governess. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get
Nope.
me back on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexington all about it. I bet you've had some amazing adventures. Mr. Torg told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses together. He said it was one of the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
Grandpa! You're embarrassing me!
Sorry, sweetie, but really, you and the Vault Hunters are his first real pals. It wasn't
Any
easy
day,
for
Grandma. Any day.
when he had face hair at age 8, pecs at 8.5.
I want to
Dead
kill
hair at
things.
9. People found him intimidating, but I told him that he should be thankful for the fact that he looks different. Anyone who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very good friend anyway. But he really does like hanging out with all of you. Most people these days want Torg to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a log cabin you lived in when you were a kid. There's no violence or anything. You just walk around looking at cereal boxes and remembering people you made out with. I really like where Echo Sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people. And the writing has gotten so tight besides. For instance, did you ever play The Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered through haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the pointed gun last night on my Echo Sim player, and wow, is that fun. It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best punch-related comedy sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to this game called Robot Hunter Assault Squadron, which is this big randomized survival game about throwing bottles at trees and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a bird so hard it died. 10 out of 10 in my book. But what kind of things do you do for fun? You play any sports? You look like you might be into some of the more extreme stuff, like spine hurdling or psycho head volleyball. I knew an athlete a lot like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old pastime we had back when I was younger. Idea was you punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got points based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark. They said she was juicing with iridium, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jeff. People really liked him for some reason. Hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just think of all the things you can do with them. You can change out the patty, play around with the toppings, change what sides you have. You ever have a burger with veggie chips? Gosh, I all but forgot about fries for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those veggie patties they make on the more upper class worlds are crazy good. Better than real meat if you cook it right. Mr. Torg tried to be vegetarian once after he saw a fluff bear get run over by a truck. How long did you last again?
12 seconds!
Barely even finished the word vegetarian before he lunged at a skag chew I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's always been partial to skag chews or skag bacon. Don't know why, since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more refined as time goes on, but they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr. Torg used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat vegetables, we're only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going. You get enough B12 in your system and you can headbutt a freight train without so much as a bruise. That reminds me, I need to get my pills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections for each day. It's really helpful. And the sides are sharp enough that I can use it to ward off burglars if I need to. What else do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider and flanks. Gotta bring my coat, though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops. Gosh, those are delicious. They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about them, I could go for one right now, couldn't you? Do you think you could go find me one?
Well,
Hit it.
do we have any comments on her story?
Yeah. Where do we gotta go? Zetas, you got it?
Trying to find Rocket. I got an idea.
Get off me! Gotta go back outside.
Prop. Chef Bork Bork? Nice.
I killed Chef Ramsay before.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Uh-oh. What'd you start? Holy sh...
Schnikey.
Keep warm!
Coming, Sundial. Hey, where are you? All the way downstairs?
I'm outside. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'll revive. wait, I'm Sunday, I'm not called.
Stack the frenzy.
Do it!
I made finger pizza just for you.
That 120% crit on this weapon is insane. Bonus crit. Oh, I don't want to listen to Grandma again.
Thank you so much! I'll eat this later while sitting by the fireplace telling Mr. Torg stories of days gone by. There's just nothing like a good roaring fireplace, is there? Something healing and safe. Maybe that's why our family likes explosions so much. They're basically just big fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming home. Oh, maybe that'd be a good slogan for the Tor Corporation.
Somebody give her some jolt.
Oh, don't be silly. It's a wonderful slogan and you know it. I used to come up with slogans for a living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go again? Oh, yeah.
Nothing like zooming in on her face. That's scary looking.
Give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah!
What is wrong with her face?
Gosh, I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble for a while. I can't tell you how great it is to have somebody new to talk to, especially a vault hunter. Oh, and one more thing. No, actually, that can probably wait. Just something about vaults and the end of the universe. Anyway, here. I always spoil my friends, just like I spoiled my grandson. Enjoy! Conversation! Ow!
Okay. Let's check the stats on this thing. I don't need it. Who's gonna want it? Drop it over there. There it is on the ground, guys.
Go for it, Coulson.
That was interesting. Grandma talks way too much. Those are some long stories she has there.
Yeah, I'm not getting into it.
Alright, well that was fun.
Indeed.